everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's kind of chilly out, right? It's like -7 degrees here. There's ice everywhere. It's a super freezing cold day, but the sun is shining, so I will take that as a win. My name is Brittany Budd. I am a leader, a coach, and a mentor, and I empower women to build confidence and create success so they can live the lifestyle of their dreams. And today, I'm talking about emotional mind mapping your way to success. And I'm going to share with you guys, I'm going to get a little vulnerable here. I'm going to share with you like my results and what I kind of have gone through and I'm going through and working my way through so that, it's easier to explain that way, right? So, let's just dive right in. Everything we do in our lives is the result of some sort of fear. Our brains work on fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of what other people are going to think, fear of embarrassing ourselves, of looking silly, of upsetting other people. Like, the list goes on and on. We have all sorts of fears in our lives, and because of those fears, we have symptoms. So if you are watching this right now, I want you to take a second. I mean, you can do it in your head, but it's really great to do it on paper, or like make a note in your phone, or like open a Word document on your computer. I'm a paper kind of person. Like, here's mine. So I want you to list all of your symptoms. So symptoms include things like anger, guilt, depression, anxiety, fear of failure, fear of being judged, fear of embarrassing yourself, fear of what other people are going to think, what other people are going to say. Maybe you're introverted. Maybe you have a lot of worries. I know as moms, we have a lot of worries. Do you self-sabotage? Do you have lack of confidence, low self-worth? Things like that. Nervousness, doubt, guilt, all of those things. So I want you to list all of those things. And you've got to think about this as if you're going to a doctor, a good doctor versus a bad doctor. So if you go to a bad doctor and you list all of your symptoms, not these symptoms, I'm talking more physical symptoms. So say you're like, I have a headache and like my belly feels yucky and like my shoulder hurts and my toe hurts and whatever. You give them this list of like physical ailments. A bad doctor will prescribe you something for each of those symptoms, right? Oh, I'm going to give you Tylenol for your headache. I'm going to give you this for that. I'm going to give you Gravol for your belly. Like, whatever. They give you this huge, a big list of prescriptions to tackle each one of your symptoms. But if you go to a good doctor, what are they going to do when you tell them all of your symptoms? They're going to try to find the root cause of those symptoms. What is making you have all of these symptoms? So this is kind of what this emotional mind mapping is going to help you do. It's going to help you narrow down on why you have all of these mental, psychological symptoms, okay? So next I want you to write down how you want to be different. So maybe you want to be happier. Maybe you want to be more confident. Maybe you want to be more joyous. You want to feel powerful. You want better friendships. You want to be a leader. Write down the things that you would like to be, how you want to be different. What would you like to be? So now that you've got your list of symptoms and you've got your list of what you'd like to be, looking at those things, what do you think is the number one reason that you have all of those symptoms? Now for me, I shared some of my symptoms with you guys and I made some up on the fly. But for me, my belief about myself that's causing all of these symptoms is that I often feel that I'm not worthy. I have low self-worth. You don't need to get into the nitty-gritty of why I feel that way, but that's the big thing about myself that holds me back from things. So write down what you think the number one thing is for you. And next, I want you to ask yourself that if that thing were to disappear, what would happen to your symptoms? So for me, like I say, I have low self-worth. If that disappeared and I had I thought I was worth millions and billions of dollars, well, wouldn't my symptoms disappear? Yeah, they would. I wouldn't have these fears. I wouldn't have worries and anxiety and things like that. So if the number one thing that's causing you all your symptoms were to disappear, your symptoms would disappear. You'd be cured, right? So because we're often acting out of fears and we're really acting out of what that number one thing is, and it's usually an emotion, lack of self-worth is an emotion that I feel. It's a state of mind that I tend to live in. So I'm going to help you get out of that, particularly when it comes to creating goals for ourselves. So I want you guys to think of a goal that you would like to achieve, but for whatever reason, you're not achieving it yet. And I want you to remember that when you have a goal, achieving that goal is actually worth so much more than the goal itself. So I'm going to dive into this a little bit with some mind mapping stuff, okay? So here's my little mind map, okay? So what's one of your goals? And it's so easy to say, well, I have this goal of losing 10 pounds, but I'm like, bleh. Because we're not attaching the right emotions to our goals. We're living our lives based out of our fears and out of, that number one thing that's causing all of your symptoms. So you're not attaching the correct emotions to your goals. And this is so important when it comes to achieving our goals, whether it's, like I say, losing 10 pounds or having a better relationship with your spouse or getting a raise at your job or a promotion. Or if you're in network marketing like myself, maybe you want to recruit more people. That was one of my goals. I want to recruit more people. So I want you guys to get a fresh piece of paper and we're going to mind map our way to the core emotions of what our goals actually mean so that we have a better grasp on the value that our goals have and the emotions behind them so we can actually connect to our goals and be more likely to achieve them. So for me, I wrote down that I wanted more recruits for my team. I'm not going to give you guys numbers because it's my goal and I just don't want to. So whatever yours is, write it down. And then I want you to branch off and ask yourself, what is achieving that thing going to get me? Okay, so I put more recruits. So for me, it would get me more money. It would get me more confidence. It would get me more success. And it would make me feel more validated. Okay, keep asking yourself, well, what's this going to get me? So I'll just go off of one of mine. We don't need to go off of all of them, but let's just say more money. Well, what's more money going to get me? Or whatever your thing is for you. Maybe it's, like I say, maybe it's losing 10 pounds. Well, what's that going to get me? It's going to make me feel more confident in my body. Well, what's that going to get you? Well, it's going to get me, I'm going to feel happy when I go shopping because I know what sizes that I want to fit me are going to fit me. Or I'm going to be able to go get a bikini so that I can go on a vacation with my spouse or whatever. Well, what's that going to get you? What's that going to get you? And keep going. Keep asking yourself this until you hit an emotion. I'm going to be confident. I'm going to feel good about myself. I'm going to feel happy. Okay? So keep going out. What are these things going to get me? What are these things going to get me? What are these things going to get me? So for me, okay, get more directs, get more money. What's that going to get me? Freedom. Well, what's more freedom going to get me? More joy, more happiness. It's also going to get me security. Well, what's security going to get me? Comfort. If I have more money, it's going to get me trips because I like traveling. So what does trips actually get me, though? It gets me fun. It gets me love because I want to go on trips with my family. And it gets me memories with my kids. We want to buy a new house. Well, what's a new house going to get me? More new memories and more comfort. It's going to make me feel more empowered if I had more money. It's going to make me feel free if I get more money. It's going to make me feel more gratitude if I can get more money. So keep going, you guys. Keep asking yourself, what are these things going to get me? And then look at it and say, okay, what are my top 3? What are the recurring top 3 emotions that I'm going to get if I can hit that one goal? So, like, mine went all around my page, but my top 3 things were confidence, accomplishment, and feelings of empowerment. So now I have an emotional connection to my goal. It's not just something that I thought up and, you know, it would be nice, but then I'm basing my decisions and my actions out of fear, keeping myself from achieving my goals because I'm so caught up in my fears. And, you know, for me, my lack of self-worth, if you can emotionally connect to your goals, you're more likely to achieve them. Instead of saying, like, you know, I want to lose 10 pounds, you know, I want more recruits on my team, I actually want feelings of confidence. I actually want feelings of empowerment. I actually want feelings of accomplishment. And it's so much more powerful to say, I want to feel these feelings instead of I just want this achievement. So I hope you guys enjoyed that because I really enjoyed it. And, you know, as always, my videos are public, so share away, tag friends in the comments if you think that they would benefit from doing some of this mind mapping. I think everyone should be doing this. It's so, so good to understand, like, be a good doctor. Understand where some of your negative feelings and emotions towards yourself are coming from. You know, you don't need to go into a whole, like, why do I feel like this? What happened to me? Who did this to me? You don't have to get into all that, but just find that one reason that you have all these symptoms and let's, like, prescribe you better symptoms so that you can feel better. All right, you guys, I hope you're having an awesome, awesome day. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Mwah!